We're going to do a little yoga today. We'll begin by wiggling our fingers. We wiggle our toes. Make sure everything's awake. In case you were sitting on your foot, make sure they're not sleepy. And we'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Big breath in and out. Inhale, lift the hands to the sky. Circle sweep up. We'll climb our ladder, lifting one side, then the other. Then take a deep breath in here. Exhale out, kind of releasing toxins. Big breath in. Exhale, and our sun breath, creating a little heat with the breath. Inhale. And we'll forward fold, trace the hands down the legs, just melt to the front. Relaxing, softening the knees, softening the body, and sway side to side. It's called a ragdoll. Just loosening up the back before we begin. Then draw little circles on the floor with your fingertips, loosening up any tension. Then reverse the direction, go the other way. Come to the center and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders lift to the ears, push back and down, shake your head yes. And we're going to stand a little wider, turning the toes out, bend and straighten the knees, lifting up and down. A little wide angle squat or plie squat. Using the muscles in the legs. Inhale, lifting high to the sky. And then we'll come out to a 5-pointed star. The hands, the feet, the head, the 5 points. And then we're going to bend the knees and bring the elbows, squeeze the rib cage in what we call a moonflower. Now push with the heels of the feet and out to the side. Inhale to the moon. Exhale, pushing with the heels. To the star. Inhale to the moon. Squeeze. Exhale to the star. Inhale to the moon. And hold this time. Holding, breathing in. Exhaling out. Now push with the heels. We'll extend. Adding on, we're going to hinge or bend at the waist, the hips, soften the knees, and scoop an armful of sunflowers from the front and extend back out. Inhale, scooping, going back to the star. Inhale to the sun, exhale to the star. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. We're going to add the two together. Going at your own pace, we'll bend the knees, coming into the moonflower. Exhale out to the star. Inhale to the sun. And to the star. Inhale to the moon. And the star. And the sun. Inhale to the moon. And the star. One last time, the sun. And we'll hold in that star. Hands come together. Down, heart center. Big breath in, slow the breath. Exhale out, bring the belly button to the spine. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to walk your feet in a little bit at a time. One foot then the other. Take another big breath in. Expand Exhale, bring the belly button to the spine. Push all the air out. Empty, 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 empty. Breathing in. And exhaling out. This time the hands lift up. And lean over to the left. Put your crescent moon. Now you can push your heel into the mat on the right side. Some people even bring the heel a little bit back. So whatever you would like. So we push the hip all the way to the right. We're going to lower the left arm. Right palm turns up, elbow pulls back, look up to see the sun. Breathing in, exhaling out. And then we'll stand tall, place your hand on your head. Gently stretch the neck. I want you to wiggle the fingers on that left side. And then bring the hand back behind. Place the back of the hand on the lower back. Let the shoulder kind of drop down towards the ground. The hand slides down a little bit. So we breathe in. Bring your bottom lip over your top lip. Stretch the jawline. And then we're going to look down at the ground towards that right hip, breathing in. Exhaling out. Right hand comes off the head, out and down. Wiggle the fingers, the toes, roll the shoulders back as we go to the other side. Hands go out and up. And we'll lean to the right. Hands can be together or apart. We'll push the left heel down into the ground. It can even step back a little bit. So we're thinking of pushing the hip to the side. And then the hand falls down on the right. Left palm turns up, elbow pulls back. Look up to see the sun. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Place the hand on the head. Just standing tall, bringing the foot in if you need. Wiggle the fingers, right side. And then when you're ready, place the back of the hand on the lower back. Drop the shoulder down, let the hand slide towards the ground, creating a longer neck. Bottom lip comes over the top lip, stretching, breathing in. Now we're going to look at the left hip, looking down at the ground. Hand comes off the head, out and down. Shoulders will roll back. Let your hands slide down. Fingertips reach towards the ground, and we draw little circles. Pebbles in the pond. Reverse the circle, go the other way. And then we'll come to the center and roll up. Shoulders roll back and down. Shake your head yes. Stand hip distance apart. Bring the left leg back. Left heel lifts up and down. And then I'll push into the ground. Front knee is bent. You can just stay right here if you would like. Or you might choose to add on. We're going to take your hands forward. Find a focal point right in front. Keep your eyes steady as the hands lift. Dig your big toe, your baby toe, your heel into the mat. And hands come together, down heart center. Think of putting a little pressure with the palms to lower the shoulders down, strengthen muscles underneath the scapula. Big breath in. Exhale, push with the toes, and we're going to turn your head only to look to the right. Another big breath in, and then we add the little twist of the spine. Looking over to the right. Left leg wants to bend. Keep that left knee straight. Don't let it change. Big breath in and out. We look back forward. When you're ready, untwist. Place your hand on the front knee, rock back and forth. I want you to lift up the toe. It's called a rocking horse. The front toe, the back heel, rocking back and forth. We're going to change to a balancing pose, shifting all the weight to that front foot. And then we're going to bring the other knee in. And it's be on the toe for our pelican pose. Shoulders roll back and down. Fingers drop towards the ground. It's like you're on the shore with the anchors going down into the water. Pelicans on the dock. So you feel the shoulders pushing down. You have a lot of strength pushing through the fingers. Now, if you would like, you can lift that toe off the ground. You might even wiggle the toes, loosen up the ankle. Of course, you can do this holding on. You can even hold on to the leg and hold on to a chair. Or just keep your foot on the floor, doing what feels best for your body. Now we're going to lower the foot down, rock side to side, wiggle the fingers, the toes. Moving from the pelican pose back to a warrior one on the other side, lifting the heel up and down. And then it pushes into the ground so that heel pushes down. Front knee is bent. You can keep your hands on the knee. You might choose to add on, doing what's best for your body. We'll find a focal point for our eyes, hands lift forward to the sky. Shoulders relax down, breathing in and exhaling out. Hands come together and down heart center. Little pressure with the palms, shoulders lower. Relax into the stretch. And then we'll turn your head to look over the left shoulder, find a focal point. And then when you're ready, we'll add the little spinal twist, breathing in, exhaling out. Slowly look back forward. When you're ready, untwist. Place your hands on the front knee, rock back and forth. That rocking horse, lifting up the back heel, the front toe. Getting all the tension off the feet. Then we're going to shift your weight forward, tightening the muscles all the way up that front left leg. Right foot slides through the front, knee is bent. So in our pelican, you can have your toe on the floor. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down with the fingertips slide towards the ground. The lowering of the anchors on the dock. Pelican, standing tall, it might lift the foot. You can draw circles if you would like. You can just keep the foot flexed, feeling that strength in the leg, or your toe can stay on the ground. You choose what you need today. I'll slowly release, rock side to side, the tension off the toes in what we call a penguin pose. Shoulders rolling back and down, softening the neck, loosening up any tension. And our hands slide down to our knees. Tuck your head under, look at your belly button, round the spine, like curving the body. Elbows might go out a little bit away. Then bring the elbows in, flatten the spine, and push the tailbone back as far as you can. Push the bottom lip as far as you can forward, stretching the jawline. Exhale, round. Bring the hips in towards the shoulders, arching the back. Inhale, looking forward. Elbows come in. Push the hips back. Exhale, flexion of the spine. It's a standing cat-cow. Bring the elbows back. Look forward. One more of each, tucking under. Looking forward. Relax the body. Push the toes into the mat, tighten the muscles on the back of the legs as we slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time, stacking the spine, shoulders roll back and down, shake your head yes. And stand a little bit wider. Turn. Right toe out, bend and straighten the knee. Touch that right knee, bring the knee back, feel the hip open. We're gonna hold there, lifting up halfway. Shoulders relax down. Now from here, we're gonna bend right elbow. Bring the right elbow towards the right knee. Well, it may not touch. We have different lengths of arms and legs. So we're just gonna place the hand on the leg. But if your elbow touches, you can place it on the leg. And take a big breath in. And then reach over your head. Extended side angle. You might even lean in a little bit. Push with your toes, push with your heels of your foot. Stretch the arm long. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Now we're going to push that right foot into the mat. Tighten around the rib cage. You can use your arm for support to lift up. And we lower down, bend and straighten the knee. Now this time both legs are straight. Feet are facing two different directions. We're going to rock your hips forward and back until they push all the way to your left side. We're going to lift up halfway, reach all the way to the right, and just hold there for a minute. Take another breath in, reach a little bit farther. And then windmill down till fingertip touches the leg. It can be above or below the knee. It does not matter. Choose what's best for you. You can look down at the ground. You can look to the side of the room or up to the sky. Left hand might be high or it might be on the left hip. So whatever feels best for you. Breathing in, exhaling out. And then tighten around the rib cage. Push with your toes or your heels. Lift up strong. Coming to a standing position, hands lower down. Bend and straighten the knee. Turn both toes towards me. Walk your feet in nice and slow. Rocking side to side. In your penguin pose, and we're going to do that again on the other side, turning left foot out. Feet are facing different directions. We're going to bend the left knee. Bring that knee back. When you look down, you see the big toes, kind of the arch of the foot lifts a little bit. The toes, the heels, everything's still pushing into the mat. Lift up halfway. For our warrior two, we extend the arms out and away. And we look over the left shoulder, bending that left elbow. Left elbow goes towards the leg. Now, depending on the length of our arms, our elbow might touch the leg, or we might just place our hand on the leg. Doing what's best for you, we're gonna kind of lean in, bring the arm over your head. So that right hand extends out, we stretch a little longer, feeling the length down the extended side angle here. Breathing in, exhaling out. I want you to push with your toes, your heels, feel the tightening of the rib cage, and slowly lift up. You can walk your hand up the leg if you'd like. Both hands come down as we bend and straighten. Left knee, both legs straighten. Hands touch the hips, hips rock back and forth. Hips will push all the way to that right side. So we lift up halfway, reach all the way to the left. Slowly windmill down till fingertip touches the leg. Now you can look down at the ground, to the side of the room, up to the sky, whatever you need. Should be feeling the stretch on this hip, on the waistline. You can have right hand on the hip, or it can be up, it doesn't matter. Our triangle pose. One last big breath in here, and we're going to slowly walk your hands up the leg. Tighten around the rib cage. Hands release down if they're up. Bend and straighten the knee. Then turn both toes towards me. Walk your feet in nice and slow. Get all the tension off in your penguin pose. Shoulders roll back. And it keeps trying to fall off. Inhale, lifting up. We're going to lift the roof off the building, pushing the palms to the sky, fingertips pull back. Big breath in. Exhale. Get a little bit of weight on the back of the fingertips and drop down. I want you to bring the hips forward just a little. Feel the spine going to a neutral position. And hands will go up and down. Bring the hands Back of the hands to the back. And then we'll brush them down the back of the leg. It's called brushing the earth, melting forward, coming down towards the ground. Now, some people lace or fold their arms behind their knees. You can just let your arms hang, soften the knees. Relaxing in our ragdoll. You might sway side to side, loosen up any tension. And draw little circles, the pebbles in the pond. And reverse the direction. Come back to the center. Soften the knees, let the hands touch the floor. We're gonna add a little squat here, bending the knees, coming down to the ground. And then when you're ready, step back with one foot, place the knee on the mat, then the other. Coming to all fours. Now, if you'd like to be a downward dog, you could be all fours on the hands and the feet, or you could be a puppy dog on the knees. So we're just melting to the ground. Eventually, the head touches the mat. And we relax the feet. Hips might push back. Hands can be forward, they can be to the side, they can be next to the feet. You get to decide here, doing what's best for your body. In your child's pose, it's a resting pose where we slow the breath, breathing in, exhaling out. And we're going to lift the head up, walk both hands to the right side. They come across the body. Push your hips to the left, out to the side. You might even cross your ankles behind. You have that right foot over the left foot, or just leave them straight. We're going to place one hand on top of the other. As the hips push to one side, our hands go to the other, and we take a deep breath in, expanding the rib cage. Exhale, maybe drop that front shoulder down just a little bit. Called a side child's pose. The hips push to one side, the hands reach to the other. And we're going to lift the hips up, walk your hands back to the center, uncross the feet. If they're crossed, they go flat. Walk your hands up the legs. We're going to sit up tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to do a small camel, placing our hands on the lower back. I want you to bring the elbows closer together, hips push forward just a little bit. Feel that length on the front of the leg, breathing in, exhaling out. I want your chin to tuck in just a little bit so we're gentle on the neck. As the elbows come closer together, feel that stretch of the spine, the stretch on the front of the hip. Take one last big breath in and exhale, release. Hands slide down. As we sit on the ground, we're going to place the left foot over the right foot. Walk your hands all the way to the left side. We're going to think of pushing your hips to the right. So you feel that stretch come across the body as the hips push to one side, our arms go to the other. Stack one hand on top of the other hand. Take a deep breath in, expand the rib cage. And then drop that front right shoulder down. Feeling the stretch come across the body from the hip to the fingertips, through the waistline. You might be stretching the outside of the leg, the outside of the knee, the IT band, the hip. It might be on the waistline, it might be on the lower back, it might be on the arm. The muscle that's tight will talk to you. You'll feel it first. We're going to lift the hips up. Walk your hands back to the center, uncross your feet. We're going to lean to the side and bring your feet around to the front, shaking out any tension you might have. Shoulders rolling back and down, breathing in and exhaling out. We're going to roll one shoulder back, then the other, walking like a giraffe. Once again. And then we'll hold. I want you to lift the chin. As we look high to the sky, we're soaking in the rays of sunshine, vitamin D. And we're going to add on lifting the left leg, draw little circles. Strengthening inside the hip. And reverse the direction, go the other way. Now you might just draw the circle with the foot. You can draw it with the whole leg, you choose. And then bring the foot down. I want you to relax, look down at your belly button for a moment. And then lift the rib cage back up, change. Right foot. Draw your circles. And then reverse the circle, go the other way. And then the foot comes down. And we're going to walk the giraffe back in, one leg at a time, even though it's your arm. Now we'll hold here, bend the left knee. Cross that left foot over if you'd like, or just leave it next door, whatever feels best. We're going to place right hand on the left knee. Left hand comes back behind you. So we kind of add that spinal twist. Breathing in and exhale, turning the head. You can even walk the left fingertips back a little more, looking farther behind. Breathing in, exhaling out. It's a full seated spinal twist today. And we'll come back forward, place one hand on the knee, one hand on the foot. Cradle the baby and rock side to side. And we're going to change this up just a little bit. We're going to place that left foot on the right leg. One hand comes back, then the other, so it's very much like your giraffe. And then we're going to slide right leg in. Rock side to side. And then allow both legs to fall to the right. We look to the left. Now you might even add a little bend in that left elbow. Pulling that stretch across the body. Breathing in, exhaling out. And we're going to bring the legs back to the center, readjust your arms because we're going to allow the legs to fall to the left. So they stay crossed, the legs stay crossed, but then we look over the right shoulder, feeling that extra stretch. Outside of the leg, outside the knee, outside of the hip, depending on what's tight, it'll be talking to you. And then we'll bring the legs back to the center. The legs slowly straighten. Walk your arms in. It's like walking the giraffe. Sit back up tall. Lift up one hip, lift up the other. It's called adjusting your sits bones. And we're going to change to the right leg. Bending that right knee. Foot crosses over if you'd like, or it can be right next door. We're going to bring the left hand around. Right hand comes behind your back. So we add that spinal twist. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. So you turn your torso, your shoulders, your neck, and you look behind. You can be giving the knee a hug. You might just have the tension with the hand. You might hold the knee. So people cross their elbow over the top of the knee. It's whatever feels best for you. And then we'll slowly come forward and twist and cradle and rock the baby. Loosen up any tension. Turn so you can see me again. And then we'll be placing this foot down on the straight leg. Anywhere it's comfortable, and we'll walk your hands back again, walking like a giraffe. Once you feel comfortable, we slide that left foot in, rock side to side. And then everything falls to the left. So you're kind of coming across the body letting it fall out to the side, and look away from the feet or over to the right side. You might even have a little bend in that right elbow, adding a little more. One last big breath in, and we'll lift up, adjust your hands, bring your feet to the center or the knees to the center and let them fall to the other side. Adjust the arms if there's any tension and look over your shoulder. Breathing in, exhaling out. Then we'll bring the legs back nice and slow. Lengthen the legs out long, shake out any tension you might be feeling. Point and flex the feet, adjust the sits bones. And from here, we're going to take your hands out to the side. I want you to flex your toes, bring them towards your nose as the hands lift up. Push the knees down into the ground. Big breath in. Exhale, holding. Big breath in, lift the rib cage up. I'll turn sideways so you can see me. So we lift a little taller. Keeping the toes pulling back, we're just going to lean forward. Feeling that stretch on the back of the legs. So it's just a lean to the front, the rib cage shifting towards the knees. I don't want your hands to drop down to the legs, anywhere in front, but we still have that little lean to the front. Some people place their hands underneath their legs and bring their bodies a little closer. You could have your hands on the floor. It doesn't matter. So the toes are pulling towards the nose. You should be feeling it behind the knees and the back of the legs. And then slowly walk your hands up. Place the bottoms of the feet together for our cat and our cow. I want you to think of loosening up the hips. Kind of rock back and forth on that tailbone a little bit first. And then we're going to lean back. So you're still holding on with the hands. You can slide the hands to wherever it feels comfortable. But we're arching the back. We're creating a little hollowed out stomach space. So we lean back. And then we're going to push through, lifting the rib cage, lifting up high. Sitting up tall, and then exhale, lower down, lean back. Inhale, looking up, pushing the rib cage through, looking high to the sky. Exhale, leaning back. I want you moving the hips. So that tailbone, you're rocking back and forth on it. Exhale, lean back. Look down at the belly button. Inhale, look up to the sky. And then just relax the spine. Bring the knees in. We're going to lengthen the legs back out. I want you to bend the left knee. Let the left knee fall to the side. Bring your right leg out to the side until you feel the leg straighten. Now we are kind of leaning over to the left. I want you to feel that stretch on the inside. Point your toe and then roll on top of the foot. Now, if it's more comfortable, you can be on the elbow as you kind of roll a little bit. What we're doing is trying to stretch out the inside of the leg, stretch around the hip, the leg straight, the toe pointed. Oh, this is a modified pigeon. Some people bring their head all the way down and rest your head on your hands. If you want to do that, you can. And then we'll slowly rock side to side, lift the head up, and we'll bring the foot back around. So that straight leg comes back to the front. Shake out any tension, rub the knee that was bent, and change sides, bending your right knee. Let that right knee kind of drop. We're going to open up the hip by sliding the leg out and back. Point the toe. As that toe points, we're going to roll on top of the foot. Now your head can be high or you can be on that right elbow. You can also bring the head all the way down if that feels more comfortable. So we stretch the leg as long as it'll go. Think of flattening out. The knee wants to bend. We're going to stretch the leg long. So point the toe and stretch the leg as long as you can get it. You might be pushing that hip forward or down. more big breath in and we'll rock side to side. Slowly lifting up, and when you're ready, support with your hand and we'll bring the leg back to the front. Straight leg, and then we'll rub out the knee that was bent. Time to roll like a ball. We'll bend both knees. You can lean to the side to roll like a ball. You can roll straight back. Whatever you need. You might rock back and forth, massaging the spine. But eventually you'll be all the way on your back. We're going to draw little circles on the ceiling with our knees. Hands can be anywhere on the legs that feels comfortable. We're trying to massage out the lower back right between the hip bones. Might be a big circle here. Then reverse, go the other way. And we'll come to the center, place your feet on the floor. Lift the hips up off the mat. You can use your hands to lift the hips if you'd like. Some people hold on to their ankles with their hands, or your hands can just relax to the side as we push the hips high. Feeling that stretch on the top of the hip. Breathing in, exhaling out. I want you to wiggle your toes and then push the toes into the mat. Feel the strength as the toes push down. We're strengthening the knees and the ankles. Now lift the heels up. Think of the shoulders. We'll roll down from the shoulders one vertebrae at a time till eventually we touch the floor and we let the knees sway side to side. Loosening up any tension. Let the legs fall to the right. You can place the right foot on the left knee if you'd like, or keep both feet on the floor. You get to adjust for your body. As the legs fall to the side. And then we'll bring the knees back to the center, uncross the feet if they're crossed. The legs sway side to side. Loosen up any tension in the hips. Allow the legs to fall to the left. Holding that stretch. Some people place their left foot on top of the right knee. You choose what you would like. It's a low spinal twist. Twisting the spine with the knees. And then bringing the knees back to the center. We're going to walk our feet together and let the knees fall to opposite sides. The bottoms of the feet touch. It's our butterfly pose. Now you might find your toes slide forward a little bit. That's okay, whatever feels best. I want you to shake your head yes. Push your head against the mat. Feeling the muscles on the back of the head. And then shake your head no. Might be rolling across the little muscles in your hair. And shake your head yes again. We're going to bring the knees back to the center from our butterfly and into the chest. You give the knees a little squeeze, rock side to side. You want to flatten out the natural curve of the back. Then open your arms like a letter T at the top of the mat. Both legs fall to the right. And then you can extend out one leg or both legs or keep the legs bent. You can even cross the ankles. Whatever feels best for your body today. We turn our head to look away from the feet. So we add the spinal twist, completing it at the neck. Closing the eyes, taking deep breaths in, expanding the rib cage. Exhaling out, melting down into the stretch. We'll bring the knees back to the center when you're ready. Rock side to side, loosen up any tension, and allow the legs to fall to the other side, to the left. You can extend out one leg or both legs or cross the ankles, whatever feels best for your body today. The full spinal twist. We turn our head to look away from our feet. Closing the eyes, slowing the breath. Inhaling and expanding the rib cage. Exhaling, melting into the mat. And we'll bring the knees back to the center. Rock side to side, readjust. We'll lengthen the legs towards the sky, point and flex the feet. Place your hands anywhere on the legs that it feels comfortable. We're going to flex the feet, bring your toes towards your nose, kick your heels high to the sky, stretch out the back of the leg. Now we can just relax onto the mat. It's just the legs stretching. You might bring the legs a little closer to the torso if you'd like, but those toes are still pulling to the nose, heels still pushing high to the sky. One more deep breath in with the legs straight. Exhale and relax the knees. Let the legs fall to the sides if you'd like in our joyful, happy baby. Now you can rock side to side. You might kick one foot out and then the other. It's called a silly baby. Whatever feels best for your body. You can even bend the knees and push them down into the ground with the hands on the backs of the feet. Upside down squat stretch. And then we'll bring the knees back to the center. Give them a squeeze, a gentle hug. Soften the body. The legs touch the floor. Lengthen your toes to one side of the room, your fingertips to the other, stretching, growing a little longer, a little taller. Now we're going to hold here, and I want you to cross your left foot over your right. I want you to slide your hands to the left, fingertips touching. You might even lace your fingers, feeling a little stretch like a banana, a little curvature of the side of the body, stretching long. And then bring your hands back to the center. Uncross your feet, cross the other foot over. If I can get it on a... Go back to the center. Bring your hands down next to your legs. Roll your shoulders back and down. Flex your feet. Make a fist with your hands. Tighten all the muscles in the body. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Squeeze. And then release. Feeling the difference of the relaxed body. Now this is your corpse pose. It's used for rest and relaxation. So close your eyes. Clear your mind. Let your body be at peace. Keeping your eyes closed, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And we'll roll over onto whatever side feels right for you. When you're ready, we'll slowly open the eyes, walk yourself up to an easy sit position. Legs can be crossed or straight or anywhere in between. We'll draw a little circular motion, loosening up the back, awakening the spine. Then reverse the direction, going the other way. And we'll come back to the center, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Loosen up the neck, shake your head yes. The hands fall to the side, inhale up to the sky. Down, heart center, a little pressure with the palms. Take a big breath in. Expand the rib cage. Exhale out. Tuck your hands under. Stretch the back of the wrist. Shake your head yes. The shoulders relax down. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes again. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale out, releasing toxins. Inhale for the body. Inhale for the mind. Inhale for the spirit. Bring your hands heart center. And namaste. And thank you for coming today. And we can practice getting on and off the floor if you'd like, or you can just sit there for a while. Now uncross the feet. Lean to the side, hands touch the floor, all fours. We're going to dig your toes into the mat. So we have that strength in the toes, and bring one foot out to the side. Hand touches the knee. You have this other foot that we're going to straighten the leg on and start rocking back and forth, walking your hands up. Nice and slow. That rocking horse, and then we step forward, walk in place. Wiggle the fingers and toes, and you're off the ground.